Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for the 2021 University of Newcastle Allied Health Expo, and in this session with Firstchance. I'd like to begin by acknowledging and paying my respects to the Pambalong clan of the Awabakal people, traditional custodians of the land on which the campus of the University of Newcastle is located. I would like to extend this acknowledgement to the traditional custodians of the land where you are today, our online participants, and pay my respects to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people participating in this session. My name's Rachel Lennon, and I'm a Student Development Officer within the Career Service at the University of Newcastle. In this session, we'll be hearing from Emma Sayers, Occupational Therapist, Scott Bradley, Physiotherapist, and Cara Bissett, Speech Pathologist, from Firstchance, who'll be answering a couple of questions for us today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So I guess first up, what excites you all about working at Firstchance?
So I'll go first, and thank you, Hannah. We're really excited to be here. So yeah, I'm Cara, and I'm one of 17 speech pathologists at Firstchance. And what I really love and excites me about working with Firstchance is getting the opportunity to learn and work with such an experienced speech pathology team, as well as the extended transdisciplinary team as well. And we get to work with children who are little, so from birth to 12 years, who have a diagnosis, a disability, or a developmental delay. And it's just really awesome because it means I get to flex all my speechy muscles in terms of what we do. So every session and every day is a bit different. So as a speech pathologist, I'll work on expressive language skills, from developing language skills to high cognitive skills, with AAC supports like keyword sign through to high-tech systems. And we get to work on receptive language skills through visual supports, AAC, language skills. We do articulation and phonological delays and disorders, fluency and voice disorders, work on literacy skills. We work on social skills, pragmatic skills, with community visits with children or theory of mind development. And I get to work on pediatric feeding as well, which is really exciting and interesting. And I loved doing that when I was a student. And it's just literally everything you can ever imagine it being and wanting to be when I was a student. I love it. And now over to Scott.
Thanks, Cara. So yeah, I think what excites me most about working here at Firstchance is that we get to see such a wide variety of kids with a range of conditions and across a number of settings. So no 2 days are ever really the same. I feel like PEDS is not really something that's promoted when you're a uni student. So once I realized that I could get into PEDS, I knew that's what I wanted to do. And Firstchance is one of the, if not the largest early intervention providers in the Hunter. So like Cara said, we see kids from 0 to 12 years old, which is a really fun age range to be working with. And we get to hold our sessions in whatever setting suits the child and their family best. So that could be at home, at school. I have sessions in the park. I take kids to the pool, and we also have rooms at our clinic. So you're never really stuck in one place, which is really appealing to me. And the beauty of Firstchance is you're given the freedom to run your own calendar. So in conjunction with the families I see, I decide when and where sessions are held, which is great to have that autonomy. And the best thing about working with kids is obviously just how rewarding it is. I know for me personally, walking geriatric patients up and down a hallway in a hospital wasn't super appealing or rewarding. But with kids, you've got to be creative and make your therapy sessions into a game. So if that's anything that interests students out there, then maybe PEDS is something they want to look into making a career out of. And I think Em's going to add on to that as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything Scott said and Cara as well. But my favourite thing about Firstchance is definitely that it's not all clinic-based and it's really flexible. I love being out and about and having the freedom to set my calendar and work with families in the places that they want therapy. And the other part about Firstchance that I love is how supportive our managers and the whole company is really. They really push us to be go towards our passions. An example of this is we've just had a new OT start. She's a new grad and she's into rock climbing and outdoor rec. So Firstchance has encouraged her to create a group. And now, yeah, every Monday she supports a range of children with a range of disabilities do rock climbing. So yeah, that's what I really love.
It's really exciting.
Can I just add one more thing in there?
Yeah,
I
sure.
think we've forgotten the most exciting thing, I think, girls, and that is our office is actually dog friendly. So,
Wow.
there's usually not a week goes by that someone doesn't bring their dog in for the day. So that is probably the most exciting thing, to be honest with you.
Definitely.
That's a very big draw card, and that's really fun. So I guess, what are the benefits of working in a collaborative team at Firstchance?
I'll go first here, girls. So the best thing about working in the collaborative team here at Firstchance is that if I'm seeing a child who just isn't responding to sessions with me, I have the benefit of chatting to someone sitting next to me who's literally like a psychologist or a speechy or an OT, and they can help give me ideas and strategies from their discipline that I can then carry over into my physio practice. So I get to draw on such a wide variety of experience of other therapists, and that can only obviously improve my own skills and allow me to provide a better services for the families I see. So just having such a broad team under one roof is extremely valuable, especially as a new grad, which is what I was last year. So yeah, I'll pass over to Cara for that one.
Yeah, so what I love about the collaborative team is, like Em was saying, just how flexible that we're able to be. So we do a lot of work now, and I'm involved in lots of social group creations just to help reinforce the learning and allow children to practice skills that they've learned in individual therapy sessions. So we regularly run lots of group programs which utilize team members from a variety of disciplines. So the rock climbing group that Em talked about before has an OT, and I'm also the speech pathologist involved in it. So we can work on some of the social interaction skills as well as some of the gross motor skills. We have a little ones play group, which is for babies under 3, which is so beautiful for fostering that early development and connection between families. We do language and community groups up in Karua as well, which are supporting the Indigenous community. And we do lots of groups after school and in the holidays as well, like circus skills groups, mad scientist groups, Lego building groups, some resilience and confidence groups, sports skills, holiday programs at trampoline parks and bowling. And a colleague and I even turned one of our therapy rooms into a Bunnings store, which was really awesome. So honestly, whatever we think, it can just happen. Em, over to you.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. There's not really much I can add to the working as a large multidisciplinary team. Like, it's the experience that you get and just how helpful it is, especially as a new grad, like sticking your head into the psychology office if you're not sure about something and just getting clarification like right there and then, instead of having to call out to another office and arrange a time and try and grab that person when they're free. It's so helpful. And from like the OT team, just working in such a large team too, like we catch up all the time. We've got informal supervision, just you sit next to each other and you've always got someone to sort of just turn your head and say, am I thinking the right thing here? Like, and you don't have to sort of organize that, wait until that formal supervision, which is a weekly thing. So yeah, that's what I love.
Thanks. It sounds like a really, supportive workplace and a great place for a graduate, to get that initial opportunity and experience to continually build on the skills that they've obtained at uni. So thanks for that. Now, I guess a lot of the students will be wondering, what opportunities exist for students at Firstchance?
Yeah, so I was actually a part of Firstchance's first student unit in my 4th year, which is many years ago now. Hopefully you can't tell. But at the time, I was not really sure that speech pathology was for me. I thought I'd just see out my degree and, find something else. And then I did my placement at Firstchance and my entire world changed. And a couple of years later, when a job became available, I just jumped on it, and I think I'll just never leave. And since then, Firstchance just continues to offer a number of just great pathways which students can take, like these opportunities. So we do student placements. We have a really great student unit starting up again, where you can just have amazing and varied experience. Everything we've just talked about, we try and get our students in and amongst it. We also have volunteer opportunities where we love to have people come in and come and help us out with different things. And there's also some paid employment opportunities which you can have while you're studying. So this includes being a therapy assistant, where you can work with the teams to implement directly that therapy with the child, or you can be a developmental assistant, which do something similar. And I know that Scott and Em can tell you a bit more about that.
Yeah, so I'm a prime example of the opportunities that exist here at Firstchance for students. So I got a job with Firstchance when I was in my 3rd year as a developmental assistant, which was a great introduction into working with kids, and especially kids with special needs. I worked under our senior physio, Julie, who has loads of experience, and she's more than happy to pass that on to students or to assistants, to anyone that asks, really. So, and then I moved up to Coffs Harbour in my 4th year to complete a year-long placement up there, which I highly recommend to other students that might be contemplating that. And towards the end of my degree, obviously started looking for work, and Firstchance for advertising. And as I already had that relationship with them from working there, I just called up our program manager, Linda. We had a chat, and not long after I graduated, I had an interview, and I had the job. So I think it's fair to say that if you have a placement or you work here at Firstchance while you're studying and you have a good relationship and it's something you show interest in and want to get into once you graduate, there's definitely the opportunities for employment once you graduate. So yeah, it's definitely something that students should look into. What about you, Em? You had something similar, didn't you?
Yeah, I was a DA when I was at uni in my 4th year, and I wasn't sure when I left uni whether I wanted to go into peds. Like, I hadn't done a peds placement. I didn't feel super confident being an OT, a peds OT, and I was approached at the end of my degree to come and work at Firstchance, and now I've got a full-time job, and I've been there for 3 years now, and honestly, like, loving peds. And I think it's because of all the supervision. Even if you're not 100% confident after your small amount of peds experience while you're at uni, if you've never done a placement, it's not the reason not to try, because you definitely get all the experience you need in that 1st year, and you get lots and lots of support. So if you are thinking about going into peds, or if you're not quite sure what you want to do and you want to give peds a go, Firstchance is a really good place to get your feet in the water. So if you're looking for a student placement, or if I'm not sure if that's how they go about it, but we've got a student placement section on our website which has all the information about how to join up at Firstchance and maybe do some work. So yeah, thanks, Rachel.
No, thank you. You've given all of you have given some really excellent advice there for students, I guess, to how to approach those opportunities. And it all, like, genuinely sounds like you love working for Firstchance, and are so passionate about what you do. So thank you for sharing this valuable information with our students today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Now, students, I would encourage you to visit the Firstchance website for further career information, and be sure to check Career Hub for their available opportunities and resources to support you when applying for opportunities over the coming months. Thank you.